So I'm at, between 102 and 90 knots, first notch of flaps. Approaching 80, second notch of flaps. Approaching 70, last notch of flaps. And at 65, you're most likely going to need a little bit of power. It's just so you're not doing a lot of things at once.
I don't want to shock cool the engine either, too. Said today.
Yeah. We're going to be bringing the power right back up. Altitude. Use that other notch of flaps that'll give you a little bit of a balloon. And get that out, get that power in so you can hold altitude, start at 27. Airspeed.
What do you want my speed to be at?
6.5.
Okay.
Beach Jet 2, Mike Bravo, proceed direct.
I can't hear that.
Raise the volume.
You know, like I would hear something, but not.
It is low. I can hear it, but it's very low.
Yeah, these two gauges are so.
They're about
off.
4 knots off. Which one are you using?
I usually use the tape.
Use it, yeah. Use the tape.
60.
Citation 9 Juliet Sierra, contact Washington Center 127.7.
27.7, 9 Juliet Sierra, good day.
65 right there. All right.
Now control that altitude.
Crazy how it just went up like that quick when I had it right at 27.
So as you approach that altitude and that airspeed, whatever power setting you end up having, because you were a little bit low on the airspeed initially and at 2600. So you added the power that got you back up to 65. So that also made you increase your altitude. So if you see that altitude is starting to climb, what the power setting you have set in there is actually a climb power setting. So as you approach your target airspeed and target altitude, you got to reduce that power because you know you already have a power in there that's actually going to make you climb. So essentially, you're leveling off. It's just a level off procedure.
Beach Jet 2, Mike Bravo, contact Philadelphia approach 124.35.
2435, 2 Mike Bravo.
Gonna turn right 300.
Heading 300?
Heading 300, yeah. During the check ride, make sure you use whoever the examiner ends up being, but ask them if it's clear to the right. That kind of gets them involved and makes them don't be afraid to tell them, hey, hold my checklist if you need to.
Yeah. 300.
Whatever you need. They're just a passenger there, but you can tell them to do. You can put them to work, and it also gets them involved and lets them know that you're actually paying attention and getting them to pay attention as well. Because you gotta do the same thing with passengers.
Yep.
Have your passengers look out for traffic because you're not gonna be able to see through their heads. After a while, they kind of get annoying. It's like, oh, there's traffic out there. And meanwhile, the traffic is like 4 miles heading in the opposite direction. It's like, I don't need to know about that guy. They gotta tell them exactly what you're looking for. So we tuned in coil on number 1 and number 2. You push in this soft key down there. Go ahead and push that in. You'll get your VOR, which is coil. That's enough to identify the VOR. Where if we didn't have those letters, or if it was a different frequency, something like this, you will push in on nav 2 here. And we got to push in to ID it because there's no ID right on top of ACT there, which is your active. You see the ID on now?
Okay.
And then
McGuireApproach.com, 3057.
we lower the volume on that. Now raise this volume. That's the Morse code. That's what we need to identify. Greg's going to want to hear and see that you could do that identification of the Morse code.
2998, 3057.
I normally just leave the ID on because you could turn it off by just clicking that.
All right.
Now, if you didn't hear Morse code, the DME will be, or the VOR will be out of service. Basically, you can't use it for acceptable navigational signal. There's something wrong with it.
Now to locate it on here.
Yep.
Turn the OBS to it, and then that would be my course heading.
Correct. So you got the course. I'm sorry, you got the 2 indicator already there, and now you would sense the needle. There you go.
So basically,
But now we would have to turn to that heading.
Yeah.
To track to it. So let's go ahead and track to the VOR.
70-ish, 75 maybe.
275. Yeah. Watch your heading. Where is 275? Left or right?
Yep.
There you go. And just take your time, interpret the instruments, figure out where your heading is, and then turn on course.
And McGuire.com 3057, we have the airport site. We'll cancel VFR flight following at this time.
.com 3057, radar service terminated, squawk B-fire, free to change cruise.
Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you on the way out.
As
So
you try, what's up?
it's telling me now I'm left of the line.
You're a little bit to the left, of course. Correct.
So
With that much deviation, so
all
you
increments to the right, you think?
your course is to the left. You're to the right, of course. Your course is on the left side.
So it's to the left more. Okay.
It's to the left.
Oh, that was
So you're gonna have winds pushing you over.
Yeah. Where's our wind's 293?
On some fruit snacks.
Nah, thanks.
So that's with number one, VOR number 2. VOR number 1, which you already have in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to change this CDI.
421 Tango Whiskey's with you, level 6500.
Push that in.
Number 421 Tango Whiskey.
So now we're in VOR mode.
Altimeter
You gotta use this knob the same way you did. I'm gonna lower these guys because I can't hear. So your needle's down below.
Yeah.
So you're gonna end up getting a reverse sensing. You got the 2 indicator up here.
Yeah.
But that green needle, you gotta put it facing forward.
So I got a 180 it.
You got a 180 it. There you go. Keep centering it till you get that needle right in the middle. There you go. So that matches 276. That's roughly 276.
Yep.
That's actually how you do a dual VOR check. You center both needles.
I can actually see coil VOR from here.
Yeah, there you go.
See the big
Yep, I
like
see it.
diamond field right to the right of it. It is.
Yep. Nice. Good job holding heading and good job holding the airspeed. So right there, not only did he learn how to use VOR number 1 and number 2, but you did a VOR check. That's a dual VOR check.
And look, we still got to do a lot more. I need another 2.5 hours minimum, just for the minimums.
for our instrument?
Yeah, I got traffic 12 o'clock crossing to the right at our, looks at our, like our altitude or just below. See him? At like our 12 o'clock right now.
Ah, yeah.
Right on the horizon.
Yep. He's not coming up on the ADSB. Does he come up on that?
Not. No. But we're also not tuned to Miller. I mean, we're close enough where we're good, but.
Alright. Let's see what that message is about. Push in on that soft key.
Switch tanks. Fuel pump on.
It looks like he's in a bit of a descent.
Fuel pressure's good.
Right, because we're not
Tanks
moving
are switched.
altitude.
How do you get it back into nav?
Hit message again. That's it. Let's do we'll give us some space between that guy and us. Where is he going?
Looks like he's doing the 6 on
He's a lot closer to us than he
ILS.
is to ILS 6.
ILS 6.
He should be on the other side of the quarry.
Or he might be doing a downwind for 2-4.
Could be. Very well could be. Put in MJX on number 2.
Bend into 3, Whiskey Bravo, Mobile approach, altimeter 2998. You're going to be leaving my airspace at 6,000. 998, Whiskey Bravo, thanks.
And switch it to 2.
Yep. Now, if you want to see if the volume is high enough, you could push in on that knob there.
Central Jersey traffic, Hawk 777, turning left base, runway 25, Central Jersey.
He's a little far, unless he's a big airplane and doing a wide pattern. Let's do a 360, your choice left or right. We'll do this at a 30-degree bank turn.
Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk, 14 Hotel, final, runway 21, Hamilton.
We'll maintain 27 and we'll maintain 65.
Just because the view's prettier this way.
Sounds good.
30 degrees.
30 degrees, yep.
Okay.
Okay, May traffic, Cessna Scout, approximately 5 miles to the northeast of the field. We'll enter a left pattern 28. Okay, May.